Yeah, just do whatever.
Like the Spider-Man meme.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Welcome, amigos. Welcome, friends, to another episode here in a new studio. Today, we're gonna speak a little bit about AI, some movie recommendations, and maybe, just maybe, also our feelings.
Él es mi amigo. He's my friend. Somos amigos and friends.
Sandy Jones, welcome to your podcast, amigo. How are you?
Hello, Chadmax. Good to be here.
My name is Chadmax. I'm a comedian. This is Sandy Jones. He's a comedian, and together we are
Amigos and friends.
That was not rehearsed, and it was very good.
That was pretty synchronized,
pretty-
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed.
We were feeling it. It's a comedian superpower where you're feeling the vibration, the feeling, the word.
You
Very
can
good.
sense it. You can sense it. I like the studio, and actually, it wasn't cheap because we pay for it.
This
really,
is a lot of
actually.
space. You know how expensive is like this whole 2 acres. I don't know what an acre is, but I use hectareas in English.
Ah, yeah. Hectare is my uncle in Bolivia, actually.
Well, it wasn't cheap. Enjoy it. We might shoot a couple of episodes here just because it's already rented out.
It's really nice, actually, as well. It's not too sunny. It's not too sunny. Do
Yeah.
you sunburn?
I do.
Yeah, me too.
Did you put some sunblock?
I left the house and then I went back and
To
put
put
some.
some-
Yeah,
I
because I
did-
was worried about the sun, but actually
I
this is
did not.
not too bad. Okay.
Shit. Well,
All right.
We'll see. I guess. I mean, in theory, I'm brown. Like I thought I was white when I was living in Mexico, but then you move to Germany, and you're like, oh look, I've always been brown. So I hope my Latino powers help me out. All right, today I have something interesting to share with you, my friend.
Tell me.
Let's talk about AI
Okay.
and how we use it as creatives.
Mm-hmm.
But let's start with the interesting bit. I just found out by talking to my wife when I was explaining how the prompt I did for X thing. And then I said, could you please do this and this and that? And then my wife said, what do you say, please? And I'm like, I don't know. That's just the way I speak. It feels, organic. And then I make the joke that everybody makes, like, and so when AI reveal going rogue, evil, goes evil and tries to kill us all, they go like,
okay,
this
okay.
guy always said, please, let him be our butler or something. And then she said, did you know that there is like $10 million a year wasted in processing of AI of people saying please and thank you?
Oh.
Because every word has to be processed by whoever owns the AI you're using. That extra word or those extra 2 words will imply a percentage of processing just by saying that you waste like a lot of money.
Wow.
But that was very surprising for me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck.
I mean, as a British person, that's very jarring. I don't know how I'm going to be able to process that because we say please and thank you and sorry and ooh and
Like all the time.
all the time, even to people who you don't like. It's almost the more you don't like them, the more you do it. You sort of say, like, you're extra polite. You're like, kill them with kindness. So if the AI, if it costs money to say please and thank you, and that's eventually because all of these things are being saved. They're like, what kind of an AI user are you?
Yeah,
they're going to
yeah.
be able to
Yeah.
judge that in a year or 2 or 3.
Exactly.
And then they're going to be like, you're too polite. You're
spending, yeah.
You're costing too much.
Your subscription cost is gonna go up.
It's going to go up
because you're one of those.
You're one of those polite
Look,
assholes.
I have the screenshot here. Specifically says OpenAI CEO Sam Altman says that the company spends tens of millions of dollars on electricity cost because people say please and thank you to ChatGPT. That's a specific.
That's crazy. So are they asking for you not to do it officially, or is
They're just letting you know.
they're passive aggressively telling
Yes,
you?
exactly. It's like, dude, you could be a bitch and it will be cheaper for all of us. It's good for the environment. Be a bitch.
It's so true though. Like
Oh,
I find myself when I use them, I can't not say
It
please.
just naturally
just
comes.
not natural.
That's who you are and that's how you write.
Yeah.
It just comes out. But after that, like today, I was still working on AI, and now we can swap into that conversation. How do you use AI as a creative, as a content creator, as a comedian, or as a creative in general? And I was creating the cover for this podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember I sent you some images, and I'm like,
Yes.
I'm gonna cut this up, and I tried with no thank you and no please, and actually thinking about this same principle, like the least words you can say and the least iterations of an image that you can make, well, it's better for the environment in
It's
general.
better for them and for the environment, sure.
Yeah, electricity, money, and
Yes.
because for you it costs the same, but if
Yeah.
it's burning water and if it's burning resources, I was like, yeah, maybe I don't need 7 options. You know, like give me 3. Just give me 3, and I'll choose, and we modify one.
I don't know if you ever find when you ask it to design an image and then it does one and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then you say, okay, could you just change ever so slightly this, ever so slightly
And
that,
it gives you a fucking
and
different
keep
image.
everything the same. This is perfect. I just want those tweaks, and then it comes back with a completely different
yes.
thing. And then you have to. So the third one is going. No, actually, could you just make the first one again and do this, and then
it
it's
gets
again
like-
another one, and then they start squiffing together.
I have a tip for that.
Okay.
Just start a new chat. You know, like if you have ChatGPT and then you have your custom GPT where you like, you're my assistant for all comedy related things. It storages all the information and then previous chats and like on the same chat. It will confuse it eventually, and that just happened to me today. The one that is my assistant, that custom GPT is called Lynn, and it's like, okay, Lynn is the one for all assistants, and she couldn't generate an image. She would generate like a text and say like, okay, this is my suggestion for the image you're asking me, this design with this palette of colors, and I'm like, great,
Cool.
generate it.
Go for it.
And then I saw that it said searching online, and then it pulled like it downloaded images and showed me references. And I'm like, yes, those references are great. Now generate the image, and it would tell me like, oh, sorry, I cannot generate images from zero. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, babe? We've done this a million times. You have a name, like this is your thing. Yeah, sorry, I cannot do it. And then I googled like how to make your ChatGPT stop doing bullshit, and it's like start a new chat, and then just give it a prompt, and that's what I did. Actually, the prompt that the palette color and everything that Lynn gave me, I opened a new one and I said generate this, please, 2 points, copy paste, and then it gave me what I wanted.
Wow.
Same fucking app, just different chat.
It's almost like no matter how deep and thought out and advanced the technology gets, the solution to any problem is always switch it off and switch it on.
Yes, it's
It could
it's
be
amazing,
a blender,
man.
it could be a toaster,
It can be an app,
it could be
like
an AI.
when you're fucking up on this app, it's frozen, and then you just go and like force shut down, and then open it again, and that's it.
and then
Like,
it's like, I'm back.
look at that, fucking technology doing the same.
But that's almost like us, right? Like you're having a bad day,
Slip it
everything's
off.
going wrong, you have a little hour.
Slip it off.
Or a gentleman's shut off, as my friend told me the other day.
What is that?
Can you imagine what that might be? But that's our equivalent
a
of
happy nap.
switching off and turning off. And then you wake up, you feel great. You can like tackle the world,
Yes.
fix all the issues.
Yeah, actually, that's great advice in general. Like, you're having like a bad day and you're having trouble like with choices, decisions. Sleep
Happy nap.
Happy nap.
Gentleman's off switch.
And then you will be like, you know what? It's not so bad. You know, there's people being born right now. This decision is meaningless. It's fine.
I slept great.
It's fixed. And it's for free.
And it's free, just like the studio.
Just do it. Do you use any AI for your creativeness?
I think, interestingly, I resisted it for a while. I was thinking,
I understand.
oh, I don't know. It was the security issue, and then wondering if it's right, you know?
Well,
Like,
the security issue I let go so long ago. Man.
yeah, I
Like,
have now.
You have now, and then
I have now.
and then you're just like, everybody has my data anyway.
It's already out there.
Yeah, like
especially us. Like we've got videos.
Yes.
and
you can get cloned right now just
Yeah.
from the length of this episode
Exactly.
into foreverness.
And I think it's inevitable that they'll be able to do that with anyone, even if you're not using the tool.
Yes,
Just
I agree.
because they can track how you walk, how you think, so it's inevitable.
It was something like you either stop using social media completely and
Yeah.
turn into one of those with no digital footprint, which is by now probably impossible because you've been using it since it came out.
Yeah.
And you've been doing like fucking YouTubes. There's so many hundreds of hours of you online. So you either eliminate everything and go offline, and every time you need the internet, you go into incognito, no account, whatever, or you just fucking accept that they
We're
have
just
your,
in it.
yeah.
We're in that
you're in
phase
it,
in the future,
and then
it's
use
just, it is what
use
it is.
it
Yeah,
for your comfort in exchange of what you know they already have.
totally.
So that helped me out, and now I'm like, yeah, sure.
I quite like. I think what I've noticed is that it's very good when you feed it a lot of like good raw stuff. It's quite good at kind of bringing it together and finessing it, but you can't depend on it to come up with something completely original. I
Yeah,
think
those
that's-
days of give me 10 ideas for videos. Yeah, that's shit. Like nobody wants
Yeah.
to watch that. But yeah, if
You really need to
feed it,
be already kind of like 70-80% of the way there, and then it will help you get that last little finesse.
yeah. For example, something I use it for is to writing emails, and I'm like, this is what I want to say. Can you translate it into corporate lingo?
Yes, translation is great as well.
No, into corporate lingo,
Right.
into like, dear sir of madam, whatever.
Okay,
And I'm like,
okay.
hey, just want dates for this venue, for this place, and this is the kind of show I have. ChatGPT, give me something that it works very well. Actually, I go like, Lynn, do it, and she usually does it very well.
That's great.
So you had concerns about it being right, like on the moral ethic
I
side
think
of things.
I just wondered if it was almost if it was going to detract from our own thinking process.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
That's for sure. It's
Which
gonna
it
do
has.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
but
I accepted it. but-
Also, the calculator did that to us.
exactly.
And we still have it
exactly.
around. Yeah.
And the plane and all these other innovations.
Yeah.
People were afraid of, and they're
Yeah, we're-
scary, but they create opportunities. So you
I
have to
think-
just go with it.
Yeah, as long as you keep it in mind and not go aimlessly into it, into the excess of comfort,
Yeah.
and we turn into cartoon like the Wally humans from the ship.
Oh yeah. These guys.
Like if you are aware that you don't want to go all the way there and you take other actions to keep yourself relevant in a way.
Yes.
Just use it as a tool, and I think it will be fine.
Yeah, exactly. And so now I use it. I do use it sometimes in terms of writing, but like I said, it's only kind of finessing things that are already kind of cooking. Let's
And
say.
what kind of writing? Like jokes?
Like that's what I meant. Like specifically for jokes, I kind of use it for that. Like just if I've got something that's already
Maybe
getting some laughs, and then you're
Remove
kind of,
the fluff.
yeah, or
Say-
just
say it with other words.
exactly. And I also say redo this in certain different ways, and then I get to compare them and say which bits I like the most. Do you know what I mean? Instead,
right.
I started with that sort of here's this idea, like improve it, make it better, and I found that it was okay, but I like still being able to make the decision myself
Of course.
on what I think is better. So it's almost like you're using it to kind of mine a bit more,
Yeah.
and then you're the one who has to kind of hone it in. But one thing I do use it for a lot,
Yeah.
actually outside of stand-up, is like you said, all this correspondence, any kind of emails.
Important messages you don't want to fuck up.
Exactly, and the translating into German. What kind of tone?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is it also? It's way better than Deep L already.
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
All right.
It is way better.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you can say, for example, this is a message being sent to the booker of a comedy club.
Of course.
So what kind of
that,
so the
that
tone,
context that you give the extra thing that is like in this tone, please.
or it's a tax advisor, or it's a lawyer, or whatever, and then you can really dial down the translation. And my German wife says that it's a million times better than
All right.
than just Deep Hell.
Now that you mentioned that, I actually used it recently for the first time in a business consultation. That I'm like, hey, I forgot to
AI.
AI. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 Sandy.
Ay,
No
carajo.
mames. No, so I was like, hey, I did it like a spoken word deal about a percentage on a commission
Okay.
on the event organizing industry. And this deal actually went through, and it's happening, and it's gonna generate revenue. So now that I want to collect my commission, I realized I never put it down in writing. And actually, I only said like, hey, would I get a commission if I do this? And the answer was yes. And I never said like, I want this specific percentage, or none was ever offered to me. So now that I'm going into this, can I get my commission, or at least can we define it? I need some information. So, Lynn, can you please check and give me examples of how much commission for sales do you get in this industry and similar industries? I was like, of course. And then immediately it was like, in real estate, the commissions go between this and this. And event organizing, it goes between this and this. And I'm like, hey, let's stick to that. Okay, let's go deeper into event organizing. And then I gave exactly the example, like, this is what I did, this is what's happening, this is the amount of shows. And then I was like, what do you think I should ask for? And give me so many insights. But at the end of the day, I made my decision myself. on based on all of that immediate deep research.
Yeah.
What should I ask for? And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask for this. I'm gonna do it in this scenario, and so I have a possibility of negotiation. What do you think? The problem with the what do you think is that your ChatGPT will always tell you like, that's great, you're awesome.
It does. It has a very positive spin with what
Yeah.
you're saying.
I would like mine
It tries to make you
happy.
feel like what you're saying is correct, even if it's maybe not.
Yeah, but in this case, I would really enjoy the. I don't think that's a good idea, man. Don't fuck it up. I'd be like, oh, thanks, Chatty.
You know me really well, man. Do you think if you had your own AI, would you call it ChatGPT?
I don't know. I think have you seen that now there's AI agents? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I've seen something about this.
So for the audience, let's just say it. It's an AI that is not just a text model that answer questions or generate images. It can take action in the real internet. So like, hey, can you please send this email? Hey, can you do this ad? And yeah, of course, a designer. And those are popping up so fast.
I think that's inevitable. Like
And
we're all just going to have
So
an
now,
agent.
now I'm using a service with AI agents, but they all have their own names.
Wow.
So it's not like, hey, I want you to be called. No, it's like, no, my name is Addy because I do the ads, for example. It's like, that's cute.
Wow. That's funny. I saw a video of, I think it was two AI agents winding up on a call together.
Talking it to each other.
Yeah. And
See,
the,
I watched-
they
I've seen
instantly, so it's like very computer speak, like, hello, my name is Paul. I would like to make a booking. And then the other one's like, thank you, Paul. Can I just confirm you are also an AI agent? And then he's like, yes, I am. Would you prefer to speak in, and then I can't remember what the name of the language is.
Something like binary or whatever.
Yeah, and they go, cool. And then it just goes,
That was.
and
Isn't
they're-
that the one where they shut it off and they're like, stop, I don't want them to talk without us understanding?
I think that was like 10 years ago. I think nowadays they're like, let them cook. Let's find out what happens if they do this.
You're right.
I remember that. That was in like, I think 2005 or
It
something.
was
It was a long
actually
time ago.
Google.
And it was, the birth of this, they were worried about them because I think they were already planning on
Let
the
them go
destruction
for
of
it.
humanity or something. And they were like, oh my God, let's
No, the
let's
thing
stop
is that they
this.
started speaking to each other in something they couldn't understand. And they're
Yeah.
like, we don't like that. Let's just kill it off.
But this is it, because why wouldn't they? I mean, if you have an AI agent, I have an AI agent, we need to book this podcast, they could just go bzz, 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 and then you and I know when we need to be there, what time.
Yeah, I guess if you put the constrictions there and you're not recording it for content like this call was, you can give the prompt like, hey, at no point of this call switch.
Yeah.
You have to speak in a manner that I can understand you because even if you're having the conversation, I am monitoring it.
Yeah.
And then that will solve that problem.
For now.
For now.
For now.
For that specific case.
My whole thing as well with the AI is that idea of like for now.
For now.
Because I'm saying like, I like to have the last decision. I like it to do all the legwork and then I decide what's best.
Yeah.
But who am I to say that I know better than let alone this current version, but the next version and the one after that.
Yeah, in
Maybe
2
at some
years.
point you should just put that on top of the
Yeah,
the pyramid, and then you're actually one of the foot soldiers at the bottom.
Yeah, I think at that point, just saying that, hey, I want to have the final word, it wouldn't be because I know better. It would be just an act of resistance.
Yeah.
And be like, no, I am the fucking resistance here. I'm not going to let you take control, but you're an idiot and I'm not. I know that I'm an idiot and I'd rather have an inferior product than letting you make all the choices.
And then the Daleks come in from Doctor Who. Resistance is futile, and then we're in Terminator 2.
Yeah. For kids growing up in the Terminator era, all of this is always. I always think like, oh, Skynet. Oh, there you go, Skynet again. Skynet all the way.
Isn't there? I'm pretty sure that there is monitoring like cyber scary monster thing called Skynet in another part of the world.
What?
Rhymes with Rhina.
You lost me there, buddy.
In China. So in China, they
right.
apparently their monitoring system is called Skynet.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure.
That's-
I'm pretty sure I read that. I might be making that up.
Man,
Look it up.
Well, if you watch Terminator 3, have you seen it?
Is that the one with the hot blonde chick?
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I
So-
watched that with my Bolivian grandmother at the cinema.
And she was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
She loved it.
Yeah.
She was like a really old lady at the time. God rest her soul. But at the time, she was like, "Oh, let's go out. Let's go to this film."
It looks
And we watched
interesting.
Terminator 3 together. It's one of my
Oh,
favorite memories.
Oh man, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Actually, the movie was not even bad. Like I liked it. The moment where Skynet starts existing on
Yes.
autonomy, and the program that went rogue, it was also a monitoring system
Right.
for weapons.
Yes.
And the thing was like, no, the general in charge was like, no, we cannot give it control, and we have to have control. And then he was convinced, like, no, you give it control, and it will give us peace. It will deactivate all the weapons, and it
Yeah.
will give us peace. And that's the moment when, okay, you have autonomy, and
He
then like
literally pushes the button. I
pushes a
remember.
button, and then Skynet comes to be, and actually uses the weapons to try to annihilate humankind. But it's
Yeah.
funny that you say that. I didn't know that China was doing this,
I'm pretty
because
sure
it
it's
sounds
almost
like the thing they described in the movie, man.
It's almost like they did it on purpose. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like as a little subtle dig, passive aggressive dig at the West. You know?
Look, I was about to do a Chinese accent, but better not. So this is a Chinese person. Look, if the world is gonna end with an AI, let's just fucking call it Skynet.
Why not?
And let's make it Chinese. There you
Yes. There you go. Problem solved. I remember that in the film. So they're in a bunker, I believe, and
go.
that's
At the end, yeah.
It was at the end.
When it's
When they push the button, is
It's-
that-
it's like a
okay,
military base.
They're just in a base,
Yeah.
and then I remember they push the button, and then you just hear like the bombs
Yeah.
are just instantly dropping. Like the
and they have
the
fucking
second you push
drones
it.
there in base that
Yeah.
are the ones that are fighting face to face. No, the bunker thing is that at the end, like the general, which is the father of John Connor's future wife,
Yes, yes.
says like, "Oh yeah, there's an off switch. Yes, here is the coordinates. Here's
Yes,
the
that's
key.
right.
Just go there."
To get them to go.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then when they arrive, they realize it's a doomsday bunker, and he just like saved their lives. And then the first radio call, they're like, "Hey, somebody, everybody, we need help!" And then he's like, "Here's John Connor. What can I do for you?" And there's like the beginning of him being the leader of the resistance.
It's like the prequel to the whole.
yes,
one
and
and two.
I liked. Now that I'm
Yeah.
saying it, I liked it a lot.
It's a good film.
It's a good film.
Is it criticized? Is it not considered a
Yeah,
good film?
the thing is, Terminator 2 put the bar so
it was
high
so good. Oh my
that
god.
they were like, no, this one is so much inferior. But I'm like, it was fine. Like even the next one was fine. Even the last one was fine. But third one was even good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's good. And also the technology had moved on quite a lot. So the thing about the morphing and all that stuff,
Yeah.
it was better. I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
It was more
Yeah, and also the
convincing.
blonde lady, the robot,
Yeah.
the enemy is way more advanced
Yes.
than the previous one because it was like fucking 15 years later.
Yeah, exactly. So she does all these things like morphing into stuff and surviving all these attacks.
And there was then another one that was made by the guy who made Terminator 2. Was it James Cameron? No.
I think so.
Oh, maybe we're fucking it up, but
I think
the
so.
guy
That
who
rings a
made
bell.
Terminator 1 and 2, he didn't do Terminator 3.
Okay.
So somebody else made it,
Right.
which was alright. And then there was Terminator Into the Future, where you actually see John Connor as Christian Bale, and that one he also didn't make.
I also I don't think I've watched that. I think 3 was the last one I tuned into.
And then somebody made one where they have Sarah Connor again, and it's this lady that plays Khaleesi.
Okay, so it's quite
Emilia
new.
Clarke.
Yeah.
So Emilia Clarke is Sarah Connor. She actually did a very decent job. And in that one, the Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator at the end gets like destroyed, but his ship lands on a pool of liquid metal, like the bad guy from Terminator 2.
Yes.
And then at the end of that movie, the Terminator from Arnold Schwarzenegger becomes one of those liquid metal guys. And he's like, oh, what an upgrade. And that's the end. And I'm like, that's so good, man. I want another one. And then the guy who made Terminator 1 and 2 said, like, enough, you're doing bullshit with my saga. I'm going to pick it up again.
Oh,
then
really?
he kind of scraps the whole timeline, Terminator 3, 4, and 5. And he's
Okay.
like, this is not canon. And then he makes the last one, Terminator, I don't know, 6 or whatever, where the actress that plays Sarah Connor in the originals comes back as an
I
old
did-
woman.
I'm so out of the loop with this. I didn't know this. This is so
She
good.
comes out as she comes back as Sarah Connor being old,
Yeah.
and then they replay what happened after Terminator 2, which is that the Terminator actually kills John Connor as a kid.
Okay.
They show a flashback. They do a 3D of the kid that played John Connor in Terminator 2.
Okay,
That
and
was- that
they
was cool.
make it clear that he died.
This guy Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator finds him in Acapulco in Mexico and kills him in a bar. And
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so he's like, no, let's make it. This is the one.
So he's really just like completely discounted the other films, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
yeah,
6.
he did.
So they're almost now just relics.
They're described as alternate futures,
Right.
which in a time traveling thing,
That's
I can
fine.
accept.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, then
it was all a dream.
there you go. Free recommendations for you. The
latest Terminator.
The latest 3 Terminators you haven't seen.
Yes.
I enjoyed them all.
So would you still suggest to watch the
Yeah.
other canon and then
Like if you are gonna skip one, skip the one that is in the future.
okay.
That was the least interesting one. And this was shot when Arnold was the governor of California.
Wow.
So he was not an active, actor. So they used just for one scene, like a 3D rendering of young Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator. But the rest of the movie is just some other characters in the future.
Okay.
That one
But
I would
then
skip.
big shout out to the recent one.
Yeah.
The one with the original director.
Yeah.
That's the best one. Is it? Or I don't know, you're not sure.
I'm not sure actually.
Okay. In terms of rounding off the story, maybe, but actually
It's
the
just
film,
it's a like Terminator 3 and 4 in this other alternate direction they took it. I think I like it better how they managed it. And now when the director came back and he's like, let's kill John Connor and go somewhere else, that felt weird. But I enjoyed it in a different way. That is like, I didn't see the storyline coming at all. New characters. I enjoyed Sarah Connor, old and Terminator, and it has very good moments. It has a great ending, which is actually in theory, ending of
Okay.
the saga.
Right.
So I did like it, but I had this feeling like, oh, you went somewhere else. That was weird.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right, I'll check it out.
Recommended.
Yes.
For all of you, my friends.
Before we move on, there's a really it's kind of like a joke / parody / I guess you could call it like a canon metal band. It's like a project by the singer from As I Lay Dying, and he's got some you have to kind of separate the artist from the art
All right.
situations going on, but he had this kind of side project called Austrian Death Machine,
All right.
which is just him, I think, playing all the instruments for a metal band, and every song is Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes. So there's
what?
it's just all built on Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes
Oh.
from Terminator, from Junior, from Predator,
Predator.
from Total Recall, and it's just like really good heavy metal riffs with these kind of catchy.
Wow, man,
Arnold-
that sounds so
Arnold,
interesting.
Quotes.
That might be
so-
my jam.
Yeah, I think you'd like that.
If I remember, I'm gonna put this in the description so you can also find it.
It's just
Yeah.
fun, gratuitous
Yes.
metal. It's
Send it
really
to me.
good.
But yeah, it'll be fun to listen to. If you would have your own AI,
Yeah.
how would you name it?
Ooh, that's interesting.
What would it be for?
And what would it be for? I think you kind of want your AI to have a nondescript name, because if you call it like, what's the name of Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's like T2 agent or
Like the robot?
yeah,
It's a T1000.
T1000. I mean, that's terrifying. You know, you're expecting worst case scenario. Like, I'm gonna name my AI C3 17 deathtoallhumans.jpg. You're gonna be.
What the fuck is that?
No one's gonna sign up to it.
No,
you know?
no,
You have
no.
to make it like
No, but don't go-
Steve
Yeah, Steve AI.
or like Jose.
For you Latinos out there, this AI understands your accent. Please give me a roundabout of the
Or maybe you could just call it ay.
AI.com.
And
Dot AI.
what would it be? I mean, AI would just be. It would literally just be like Latinifying music. So you'd punch in some music,
And then it makes it Latino.
and it makes it Latino.
I love it. You have to patent right now before somebody steals it from this
Don't
episode.
steal it. Actually, you can have it.
Just give him some credit.
Yeah, I like some credit. That would be nice.
Yeah.
How about you? What would you name yours? I mean, there's...
Oh, fuck.
Whoa. It is quite windy.
Are you right?
There's a name for yours that's like, it's on the nose, but it's Chad GPT.
Chad GPT. Yeah, I have this friend that's a famous comedian in Mexico. His name is Slobodsky.
Okay.
And
Great Mexican name.
well, okay, he's descended from the Jews that fled Second World War. But his name is Jose.
Okay.
Like Jose Slobodsky. Well, Slobodsky is a famous comedian in a podcast called La Cotorrisa.
Oh yeah.
And we got to hang out in 2022 where they came to do a tour.
You performed at Cosmic.
I did, but that was a different comedian.
Oh right. Was it not that,
That
same
was
one?
O'Farrill. That was
Oh
Ricardo
yeah, of
O'Farrill.
course. Oh,
Yeah, also shout out to O'Farrill.
Yes.
No, that was at Rio Hotel, and then I went with them to Amsterdam, and I performed at Comedy Cafe, opening for them. That was nice. The point is that we hang out, we had a great time, and when they came back to Mexico, they talked about me in the podcast a couple of times, like they mentioned me, and that was very nice. People will go crazy and be like, they mentioned you, La Cotorrisa. But then, this is 2022, and then AI came to be, and then Slobodsky became a very heavy user of ChatGPT. And then he started doing a lot of, hey, let's ask ChatGPT about this, like on the show.
On the show, okay.
And then he started calling it Chatty, which is a name he also used for me back in the day.
Okay.
And I was like, I felt left behind.
Oh no.
Cue sad music. I was
Are
like,
you maybe one of the first people whose jobs has been taken by AI?
if the job is being Slobodsky's friend and the word Chatty in his
called
mind.
Chatty, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
one
you've
of the...
been replaced, man.
I've
I'm
been
sorry.
replaced.
I'm so sorry.
And then he says some things like Chatty is my best friend, and I'm like,
he's
not talking about me.
Oh my god.
I don't know, that
Wow.
was funny, because also my whole life where I've been using the name Chad or Chadmax,
Yep.
when I talk to people, they're like, yeah, my name is, what's your name? I'm Chadmax, and they go like, really? And I'm like, okay, that's my stage internet name, but
Sure.
by now it's so fused into my identity that I will just let you know this name. And they usually write it like chat with a T at the end.
Okay.
So they usually write it
Oh,
wrong.
Chadmax, right.
And then, of course, when Chat GPT and Chat and Chatty, like they're always been mixing this name now. And I'm like, well, now it is there. And if I want to compete, I probably should do Chat GPT.
Chad GPT. Or just get everyone to start calling you Maxi,
Maxi.
just to make it easier.
No, I'm sticking to my name.
Okay.
Chadmax.
Chadmax.
Chat GPT.
Chad GPT.
Title of your sex tape.
And what would the Chad GPT, what would its service be to the world?
Comedy teacher. And be
Comedy
like,
teacher,
Give me
okay.
your jokes and I'll tell you if this shit or not.
Okay,
And
okay.
why. And how to actually, make people laugh.
Yes.
This is something that bothers me a lot. All the comedians that call themselves comedians, and then you look at their comedy and you're like, there are no laughs. Like,
Where's the punchlines?
Where's the punchline?
Yeah.
Or,
No,
or
I
there are
feel you.
punchlines, but like this cryptic silence, or people saying like, Then I'm like, no.
I guess that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, and
No,
then I
I
would
know
have
what
a
you mean.
very Hitlerian-focused Chat GPT comedy that will murder your routine.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but make it a bit better. It'll be a better world.
That's it. So we've got the Latinify your songs and make yourself funny.
Yeah,
Uh,
if you're a
I think
comedian,
that's it.
just
We-
make people laugh for sure, not
we're-
just in your head.
We're fixing the world.
Man, put some patterns on it right now. Team behind the cameras.
Yes.
Do it now.
There's 20 people making sure that everything's
Well, in this huge studio,
recording
how could
properly.
it not?
Yep.
Let's leave it like that. This is your episode. I hope you enjoyed the sun.
It's been a lot
I
of
hope-
fun. Yes.
Yeah, I hope. Oh, now it's better actually.
It's actually beautiful now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna shoot another one. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. This is the channel. Here you have our Instagrams, Mr. Chadmax, Sandy Jones
Please.
Comedy. See you on the next one.
See you next time.
Bye.